Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Mishnah Minutes. In this video we will be learning Mishnayos Berachos, Perek Beis, Mishnah Ches. The learning of this Mishnah is dedicated as a schus for my sister-in-law, Miriam Liba Bas Tavira. She should have a refuah shalema b'mehera. The Rabban Shalom should grant her arichas yamim v'shanim in happiness and good health. In Mishnah Hay, in this Perek, we saw that a chassan who is nervous after his chasana, he has a tirda de mitzvah. He's nervous because of the involvement of a mitzvah. He's going to be mekayim the mitzvah of pru uruvu. Is potter from saying Kriya Shema for the first 4 nights after his chasana until the point at which he has relations with his wife for the first time. And we said in that Mishnah that although the chassan does have such a ptur, there was a story with Rabban Gamliel where he got married and he said Kriya Shema on the first night of his chasana despite having this ptur. And he told his talmidim, I'm not going to listen to you, I'm not going to refrain from being mekabel ol malchus shamayim by saying Kriya Shema even for 1 moment. I know that I could have proper kavana despite the tirda de mitzvah. I could have the proper kavana when I say Kriya Shema, so I am not going to make use of the ptur. I'm going to say Kriya Shema. Now in Mishnah Ches, the Mishnah returns to that topic. The Mishnah says, a chassan, im ratza likrois Kriya Shema laila harishain, if he wants to say Kriya Shema on the first night after his chasana, again, because he is confident that he could have the proper kavana, and he's not going to be distracted, kairei, he is permitted to say Kriya Shema. Rabban Shimon Gamliel says, Loi kol haroitza litoil es Hashem yitoil. Not everyone who wants to take on the reputation of being a very pious person, of being a Talmid Chacham and a Yirei Shamayim, that's what it means, Loi kol haroitza litoil es Hashem. Not everyone who wants to take that reputation, yitoil, is permitted to take that reputation. What Rabban Shimon Gamliel is saying is, you're only allowed to go ahead and not make use of the ptur of saying Kriya Shema. You can only take the position that you don't need that exemption if you are known for being a very pious person. You can't just get up and say, I am a pious person, I'm better than everybody else, I could say Kriya Shema without being distracted. No, you have no right to do that. Like the Rav says over here, Im lo yuchzak chacham uparush b'shar dvarim, if you are not muhzak, if you are not known to people as being a Talmid Chacham, and a parush, somebody who is removed from the ways of Olam Hazeh, somebody who's not a person that's very attached to Ta'anugei Olam Hazeh, to the pleasures of this world, Einoi ela gaiva. Then, if he goes ahead and he says Kriya Shema, he's really acting like a Baal Gaiva, like a haughty person. Shemare ba'atzmai sheyachal lechavin liboy. Because he's showing that I could go ahead and I could be mechavin where other people cannot. So if you're known for being a Talmid Chacham, then people say, yes, we understand, you're taka Talmid Chacham, you can do it. But if you're not known as being a Talmid Chacham, who are you to get up and be such a Baal Gaiva and say that I'm above everybody else and I can do it? Therefore, Rabban Shimon Gamliel says that no, the only person who has a right to do that is somebody who's known as being a Talmid Chacham. As far as the halacha l'maisa, if you take a look in Shulchan Aruch, in Siman Ayin Sif Gimel, the Mechaber of the Shulchan Aruch writes, first he writes to the Ptur, HaKainei says Habasula Pater Mikriya Shema Shloisha Yamim Im Loi Asa Maisa, somebody who's marrying a woman who was not married before, so she is a basula, has a ptur from saying Kriya Shema for 3 days, which is 4 nights. Im loy asa maisa, if he did not yet have relations with his wife. Mimnei shehu tarid tirdas mitzvah, because he is involved and he is nervous with an involvement of a mitzvah. But v'hani mili bizman harishonim, that was only true in earlier times. Aval achshav, but now shegam shar b'nei adam einam mechavnim karoi. Now, when even a regular person, unfortunately, doesn't really know what it means to have proper kavana when saying Kriya Shema, we say Kriya Shema, but do we really have kavanah when we say Kriya Shema? So aval achshav shegam shar bnei adam einam mechavnim karoi. Now, when unfortunately even other people who are not chasanim and don't have a tirda de mitzvah do not have proper kavanah when they say Kriya Shema, gam hakoineses habasula kairei. Even somebody who is getting married and is marrying a basula should say Kriya Shema. And the Mishnah Berurah says over here, Ritzaynai loymar. What he is saying is as follows: Chayiv likrois. He's obligated to say Kriya Shema even on the first night after the chasana. And he goes on to explain, Ve'im einai kairei. If he will not say Kriya Shema, interesting. If he will not say Kriya Shema, mechzei ki yuara. Then he makes himself look like a big Talmid Chacham by not saying Kriya Shema on the night after his chasana. Then he's acting like a Baal Gaiva. How? Shemare, because he's making it look shemechavein b'chol shah, as if normally he does have fine kavanah when he says Kriya Shema. Because what is this person saying? This person is saying, normally on a regular night, I have wonderful kavanah when I say Kriya Shema. I'm a kabel all malchus shemayim the way you're supposed to. Therefore, tonight when I'm distracted with the tirda de mitzvah, I have to make use of the p'tur of the chachamim, and I am not going to say Kriya Shema. Most other people, they could say Kriya Shema even the night of their chasana because they never have kavanah anyway. But me, I always have kavanah. Since I always have kavanah, tonight is an exception. Tonight I'm not going to say Kriya Shema. So now the halacha would seem to be really almost the opposite of what the halacha was once upon a time. Once upon a time in the Yemei Rishonim, when people knew how to have proper kavanah, so there was a p'tur for the night of the chasana. And you only used that p'tur if you were known as a big person who could be confident that he's going to have kavanah even on the night of his chasana. Nowadays, we say Kriya Shema even on the night of the chasana, because halavai, we should have good kavanah on a regular night. We should have good kavanah. Everybody should reach the madrega where we should be able to have proper kavanah when we say Kriya Shema. Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. Shema Yisrael here, Klal Yisrael, Hashem, the Shem Adnus, Hashem, the Adon HaKol, Haya, Hoive, V'yiyeh, the one that was, the one that is, the one that always will be. That means the Rabbeinu Shalom, who was always here, who's here for eternity. Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem is our God. We're Makabel Ol Malchus Shemayim. We're Makabel Him as our God, that we will adhere to His mitzvahs and to His Torah. And we also make note of the fact, Elokeinu, He's our God. We have a close relationship with the Rabbeinu Shalom. Hashem Echad. Hashem is one. Hashem is the sole power in the universe. Thank you so much for joining me for the learning of this Mishnah. I hope you continue to join me for the learning of many, many more Mishnayos to come. Have a wonderful day.